Right behind me is an abandoned Toys R Us, and this is just one of the many abandoned stores we're going to be exploring in this video, starting with an abandoned Kmart. Look at that, bro. This place is absolutely ginormous. I was going to say massive, but I'm not. In the early 2000s, Kmart was one of the biggest discount retailers, but after years of poor management, stiff competition, and a messy merger with Sears, it ultimately resulted in Kmart's collapse. Back in the day, I bet you this parking lot was full of cars. It was popping. But now when you take a look at it, it's pretty much an abandoned ghost town. I think the coolest thing about this place is that both the K and the logo are basically still intact. Did they not remove it for budgetary reasons, or did they just want to keep it for nostalgia? Who knows, man, who knows? I then made my way to the front of the entrance, but noticed it was completely blocked off. 1, 2, 3 locks, 4 locks. That's crazy. I do see a ventilation that is open. Are we able to see anything inside of there? You guys see anything? I can't really see that much. It's pitch black. Maybe if I bring like a ladder or something from my garage, I could probably, walk right up there, but I'm not taking those chances. Oh, you've now made it to the side entrance of the place, and I don't see anything. This is all boarded up. Next location, which happens to be Sears. They were once the largest retailer in the United States, operating with over 3,000 department stores. But after a failed merger with Kmart that put the company in debt, Sears failed to modernize or compete with its rivals, which ultimately led them to file for bankruptcy in 2018. The Sears is said to be right next to the Macy's, which the Macy's is right over there, right in front of me. But not gonna lie, I haven't seen it anywhere. So I think that means I'm gonna have to go inside the mall and do some investigating. Let's go. Sears. Where's the Sears at? Now when I tell you I spent at least 30 minutes looking for this place, you probably wouldn't believe me. Your boy was searching high and low, checking every nook and cranny, but was finding nothing. I was looking around and I've seen some stores that could have potentially replaced the Sears, but nothing really concrete, I want to find a definitive answer to where this Sears is. I did manage to find a Victoria's Secret, but we'll save that for another video. The time was now 8 p.m. The mall was starting to close, and I was starting to lose hope. Like, bro, not gonna lie, it's been so long, bro. I cannot find this store. I even found a Build-A-Bear. That's more older than Sears. How is that still around? I think it's older than Sears, I don't know. But right when I was about to call it wraps and go home, I spotted something interesting. Hold on, I think I found it. Take a look at this. This is what the Sears looked like when it was here, and this is what this looks like. Tell me that's not similar, is it not? I did some more digging online, and it turns out this is where the Sears used to be. You can tell by the big fountain in the middle that's pretty much the same as it is in the photo, and the Champs store on the bottom left that's still in business. Walking up a little closer now, we obviously got the sign right here, and I'm 100% certain now that there was a Sears behind here. Let's see, can we find anything? I tried to see if I could find any cracks through the wall, but it was completely blocked off. Man, that's like rock solid, bro. That's crazy. They do not want people getting in here. I don't know what they're hiding. It was a freaking Sears, bro. It's like an adult shop. My dad shopped here. Although I did get pretty unlucky by not being able to see what's inside, the next stores we're going to be exploring, however, are not going to be the case.
It's been empty for like 10 years.
Do you know what it is? Next up, we got Bed Bath & Beyond, a store that went bankrupt from not being able to keep up with online shopping and spending too much money buying back its own stock instead of fixing their business. First thing off, right off the bat, this place is actually real and it is actually abandoned. Freshly abandoned is what it seems like, because there are still like posters on the wall from where it was here, which is pretty interesting. I don't know, man. I got to think of more words than interesting. As I was getting closer to the store, I noticed that the entrance wasn't boarded up. So that means for the first time in this video, we're actually going to be able to see what's inside. They still have the logo on the front entrance, and they have a sign here saying the store is closed. But I did some research online, and this place has been closed for over 2 years, so they got to get rid of that thing. So this was obviously right here. This was like the cashier, I'm guessing, of where you would pay up. We have a clipboard right here and some AA batteries. Need those for my Xbox controller. Like a lot of the stuff like still is just like there. It's just like, abandoned kind of. I'm guessing, they never had the budget to remove it, maybe if you buy the place out right here as it says for lease, you probably have to pay, you know, to demolish everything, which is pretty stupid. Anyways, before I left, I was actually able to put my phone right up next to the glass and show you guys a clear look of what was inside. Let me know if you find anything notable in the comments. This place is a weird one, I will say that, because it has been closed for over 2 years and they haven't really bothered to do that much with it. Now, I do not want to break into this place because I'm not a criminal, even though if I probably did, I'm assuming no one's probably gonna do anything. Because from everything I've seen, they haven't touched this place for over 2 years. I don't know. Maybe I could, you know, buy the lease out and turn it into my own man cave. and literally while I was headed to my car, leaving this Bed Bath & Beyond, I found another abandoned store called Bye Bye Baby. I've honestly literally never heard of this store in my life. Unlike the Bed Bath & Beyond, this one seems to be abandoned for much longer. You can tell by the sign, it's pretty much more worn out. And the entrance has like no design, no logo, nothing. Not even a for lease sign for you to buy it. Anyways, you know the drill. We're gonna walk up to this store, see if we can find any relics. Probably not. And as your boy suggested, this place is completely gutted out. There's nothing left. So yeah, there's not that much really to say about this store. I don't know anything about Bye Bye Baby, but voiceover Dan will probably give you some info. So it turns out, Bye Bye Baby is actually the sister store to Bed Bath & Beyond. They were both owned by the same parent company and often shared store layouts and even locations before they both filed for bankruptcy. So the more you know. Anyways, once again, right when I was about to head to my car, I found one more abandoned store that I decided to check out. You guys have any idea what this store is? I don't know, me neither. Let's go find out. So we got the master key right here. This is probably locking it up. Not that much really tight security, so it probably wasn't, you know, a big poppin' store. But let's see, what can we find? We got our big red circle in the middle. Some animals, I think, on the left of the wall that are painted. I honestly have no idea. Could this be a Chuck E. Cheese? Nah, I don't think a Chuck E. Cheese, because I think a Chuck E. Cheese is bigger than this. As I was getting some B-roll shots of the outside, a lady happened to walk up to me and gave me some info on this place.
It's been empty for like 10 years.
Do you know what it is?
It used to be a children's intensive care kind of, I forgot the name for it. But yeah, they used to be like a kids center to help kids that were like sick and trying to, rehabilitation center.
Oh, really?
And then a lot of people come and look at it, but they say that the rent is super high.
Really?
Yeah, but maybe you can talk them down. It's been empty forever, dude.
Who knows? All right, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Damn, that's crazy. I guess the more you know, man. We managed to find 3 abandoned stores in one. I'm not complaining. More content for you guys. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subs by the end of the year, and I'm also gonna try to upload more for you guys, so let's make it happen. Let's go. Next up, we got another 2-in-1. We got Party City, and we got Big Lots. I'm gonna start off by exploring the Party City first. Party City is actually one of the only stores on this list to not go bankrupt once, but twice, blaming the downfall on high prices, less people shopping, and messy inventory problems that cost them big time. Now, judging from the sign, you would assume that this place wasn't abandoned. I honestly thought it wasn't either, because as I was driving in, I noticed a freshly cleaned sign for the place. But as I was, walking a little more to the location, it was pretty easy to tell that this place is abandoned. The sign is still up at the entrances once again. The lights are still on though, which is kind of weird. Maybe someone's inside, working on it. They might be working on demolishing the place. Who knows? Damn, literally that whole side, if you can see it, that whole side over there is just fully gutted. They don't even have shelves or nothing. I don't even see any posters on the wall of the Halloween costumes you could buy. That's literally all the memories I have going here. I literally only go here as a kid to buy Halloween costumes. I remember buying a Spider-Man one, an Iron Man one. I'll try to put pictures on the screen of my Halloween costumes. They're not that good though. I do hear an alarm going off. You guys hear that? I don't know if I touched anything. I'm sorry, Party City headquarters. I didn't mean to touch anything. I'm just scoping around. But I think this Party City is unfortunately a bust. I'm not really gonna find too much in there. But now it is time for the more interesting one, the Big Lots. As I was walking closer to the Big Lots, I once again thought the place was still open, until I spotted this sign right next to the entrance. Eurand Market coming soon, European food. So that means this place is gonna get demolished. Well, not really demolished because it's already abandoned, but it's gonna get remodeled pretty soon. Looking inside, I mean, the entrance is like already destroyed. There's dirt on both sides of the entrance. There's a wooden plank that you have to cross to get inside the Big Lots. I don't know what they are planning on building here. Maybe probably some space for the shopping carts, honestly. This is weird, it's like half and half. Like you got a European sign right there, but right here, they literally promote their Big Lots card. So, which one is it? Even more so, when you look inside of the building, what the heck is that? Why is that sign spinning? You guys see that? That is creepy. We got Casper the Ghost pushing it, what's going on? But anyways, we got like construction going on in here. We got some permit plans also. They demolished all the shelves. I'm trying to say some fancy stuff to make me look cool. Man, that sign, bro, that sign is creeping me out. Anyways, I then made my way back to the car and headed to the final location. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the Toys R Us. But first thing I saw right off the bat is right here, we have a sign that is completely gutted. I'm imagining this was where the original Toys R Us sign was before, you know, it obviously got shut down. You see, as a kid, Toys R Us was a magical wonderland filled with action figures, video games, and every toy you could imagine. But after decades of shaping our childhood, it sadly closed down due to crushing debt and fierce competition from online retailers. Is there anything here? Is there any remains? Anything? Can we see anything? Nope. Looks like just to be some wires and stuff. So far, everything seems to be, you know, intact. They didn't really change too much. I do see that a lot of the stuff is boarded up though, and there's a warning sign. That doesn't seem too good. Any person who trespasses on private property will be charged with second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by a 60-day sentence or a $500 fine. Yeah, I don't think I'm sneaking into this place, guys. But that wasn't gonna stop me from checking the place out and seeing what we could find. Once again, we got the sign, private property, no trespassing. Don't worry, guys, don't worry. I'm not gonna try to sneak into this place. And right here we have the entrance, the fabled entrance of Toys R Us. The entrance sign is removed though, which is interesting. They weren't able to fully take out the Toys R Us sign, but they were able to cut out the entrance sign. I tried to see if I could get a look inside the Toys R Us, but just like the Kmart and the Sears, the building was completely boarded up. There was some broken glass on one of the windows, however, so maybe someone tried to break in. Who knows? A lot of this just seems to be like gutted. Like, I mean, I can imagine. But this place has been abandoned for like 8 years or something, right? We have one more door on the side. This one seems to be able for me to like open up. Once again, I'm not a criminal. I'm not gonna open this up. But there's probably like, I don't know, like a million YouTube videos online of people committing that crime. All right, I'm gonna try to drive like around. I'm gonna try to scope around the back area of the place. See if we can find anything else, you know? Hopefully a freaking homeless guy doesn't pop out of nowhere. Let me see. Anything over here? What, you guys see anything, chat? You guys see anything? Nah, I don't see anything. Nothing. As I was leaving the Toys R Us, I felt a little bit bummed out that I couldn't even get a glimpse, not even a peek of what was inside. But then I realized how much Toys R Us still lives on in my memories. Heck, our memories. Those endless aisles, the excitement of picking out a new toy, those are some of the things that you'll never forget. So I think this video goes to show that even though these stores are gone, their legacy isn't going anywhere.